Hey, YouTube. Why didn't anyone tell me farms require fertile land to function? I searched everywhere in the tri-state area for a solution. Well, you certainly skipped over that one, didn't ya? But with the addition of ore industry, the meaning of not enough natural resources has come to light. A happy gain is the industry's production chain traffic. A fairly obvious wealth gap this episode with the walling of slum-situating desert and nearby addition of Hollywood-style homes, inspiring delineation of the harbouring suburb as Hollywood, while the central desert fragment is named Egypt, which also denominates the whole desert as a new metro area defined by the wall. Oh, and the mine is called Pandora. Building the mine and wall. A chunk of mountain surrounding the lake's edge is flattened, higher enough than lake water level to preserve the serrated breach, and is painted over with dirt so ore miners look like they've been digging. A processed resource storage shed follows, not efficiently placed as processing facilities will go somewhere downhill, implying processed resources will make their way back up for storage. I'll eventually place a more convenient processed storage as well, I just like how it looks here. More fitting, maintenance and barracks at the mine's entry, with a dirt road succeeding the dam to house more barracks atop the lake. A square of raw storage lots overtakes a chunk of the desert, adjacent existing slums. This arrangement is probably less desirable for slum folk than it is the lots, however a segregating wall is introduced for the lots' benefit, pandering to the fact of their being owned by the main society, while Egypt is about to be ostracised completely. In so doing, the desert is clipped to be quite orthogonal as greater fidelity of the border looks busy, plus it frees space on the green side for such projects as a huge terrace overlooking the slums, currently under construction. Another bridge is added from the sticks to join the main road along Sandwich Hill, and, proceeding with the wall in simplifying fashion, farms bordering Channel Gully are shaped to hug. Building the Hollywood. He's the richest man in town. Or is he? In any case, some explanation is warranted for these ones. The tax office is placed as an old colonial estate type home, terraced by pedestrian roads that square off the situating ridge, and supported by retaining walls formed with pillars where obtruding circle bits are utilised as planters. A pool juts the edge, encased by arching tiled roads that ramp to either extent of the terrace. Dirt driveway is perhaps not suited here, but if you squint it kind of looks like intricate paving. Fence borders the road-facing side of the property, interjected by pillars that emulate a gate and also support the lower terrace. The rest of the houses employ variations of terracing/decking, including boardwalks plus associated cross-section pillars and elevated paths, my favourite discovery being wooden decks produced by elevating the dirt variety. Looking very makeshift up close as railing for each segment is present, sometimes overlapping. Houses are also variegated and enlarged by clipping together, and two roads provide access, each trailing respective crests of the valley, so properties occupy the slope on either side. The lower riverside is filled now too with modern-looking eco-houses. More clipping of swimming pools for grandeur, and more eco-housing, here representing garages. Here's a dope effect when retaining wall pillars are turned and spaced monolithically. I feel the need for one more house at the very top of the ridge, not optimally accessed via ore industry route, then dirt paths turn the base into a park, also spanning the gap between road extremities. Oh crud. Only near completion does it occur to me to employ tennis courts. A few more of those would have accentuated Hollywood well. Foliage here is pretty simple. I've become fond of these little plushies. Palms line the streets, and bushes outline pretty much everything. A lot spent on not so many. I don't mind the extra detailing here as the old money ain't going nowhere. It's NIMBY till the cows come home, and I expect permanence even when urbanisation takes over. The platforms are not very real, kind of an impressionist interpretation of terracing/decking to be more conspicuously bulbous from afar. The secondary Nile Bridge frees up traffic from this precarious little number, which I suspect may be the first intersection to teeter into traffic jamdom when population increases. Can we just take a moment to appreciate and/or admire this traffic? I'm going with the "and" option. Wall and water encloses Egypt, a regular old fortress of solitude and/or sardines, as may develop. I'm going with the "and" option. Terrace to remain under construction for some time, as city size does not yet justify, but they know what's coming. They know road time's got some old tricks up his sleeve. And on that note, just think of the highway on the other side. Thankfully, industry seems to be pretty well in place, as I will need to focus on population to fill the available jobs again, now that farms have made a comeback. Looks like a job for the slums. That's all, thanks for watching, and goodbye forever. These polls remind me of a house in Port Lincoln.